We got stuck. We're about a mile and a half from camp, probably around 7 o'clock. So we have another hour of sunlight. We are ready to march. So probably 8 o'clock, something like that. The road's been pretty difficult with the pulling this sled behind me. I think we have probably about half a mile left, and it's gonna be a lot of work. It's such a peaceful night. Good morning, folks. So last night we ran into this. Doesn't look that bad right now, but I just left the equipment, most of the equipment underneath, and just grabbed the essentials and made it to camp. So today I just came back to get the stuff. How's the team doing? So here we have what was left from last night. And I believe we have about I don't know, probably only a half mile. So it's just snow again. So I cannot identify exactly which tracks, which animal this is, but we can see that this is the way to go. This seems like deer tracks. So right here, we're gonna clear this up so it becomes a trail for us, for humans. But the whole idea is that we're choosing these trails following the animal tracks instead of just picking our own. Right here we have another highway. This way. So underneath this snow there are all sorts of branches, and what during the summer this is gonna become brush, and it's harder to see where the trails are. So the exercise here is to get used of the snow, figuring out where the wildlife chooses to go by, and then we're gonna clean this up so it becomes a more obvious trail for us humans. Last winter I found some wolf trails that were very exciting to follow. We'll see if we are lucky to find some wolf. The problem is that with the snow that we just had, I can't tell what it is. You see there's another trail right here. You can see it very clearly, and then goes that way. So this we have to clean up. Under the snow there's a lot of branches and stuff, and all of this that's dry now is gonna have leaves and things. So we're gonna get rid of all of this and just make this to be a walkable trail, all season trail for us, that we are actually going to be sharing with the wildlife. And the cool thing about it, for me at least, is that they decided, not me. This stream is gonna get bigger and bigger, and then it goes all the way to the lake. Okay, so it definitely seems this was the wrong day to record this. Pretty gloomy. When the sun is out, it's more lively. One of the sites. This is site 1, the first one we cleared out, and with the ones that have been following along since the beginning. We had to take down that big cedar tree. So the dome is here, bathtub and sauna right there, with all these trees here for privacy. It's hard to tell the lake because it's frozen, but right there is beautiful. How you doing, folks? Behind me is the Huron Bay, Lake Superior. Beginning of April, still frozen. You can see the Huron mountains way in the back. We still have, depends on the area, 2 or 3 feet of snow. And it's just extremely peaceful and beautiful. By next year, we're gonna have access during the winter. And I can only imagine how amazing it's gonna be to get on a hot tub outside between these trees, and we're just gonna get a big plow. This time was very hard to get in, but for next year we're gonna have a big plow. to take care of that. So now we're waiting for the snow to start melting. Most of the country, I think, even just a few miles from here, spring is kicking in. Here it takes a little bit longer. Once the snow, the deep snow retreats, we're gonna get right into business to get that septic in, and then everything else follows. In the meantime, we're still working. There are a few, I've been marking a few trees that need to go down, they're dead. And we are marking those trails based on wildlife tracks. So we're gonna turn the deer trails, as they're called, into our trails instead of just coming with equipment and making our own trails. We're gonna have wildlife to design where the trails go. This is a very special part of the planet, I would say, and it is worth preserving and maintaining, and I would say even grooming. That's what we're doing here. We are honoring the land and basically cleaning it up, and it turns what once was a very inaccessible piece of land into a very enjoyable place where you can definitely feel the presence of nature, God, and yourself immersed and connecting to all of it. The real mission that we are trying to accomplish here, which is the preservation of this forest and this shoreline, that goes way beyond being just a hospitality endeavor. This has to do with the land, with preservation, and the low impact glamping site that we're trying to build here is to generate the resources to maintain this land in the long term, and also to share it with like-minded people, like I said, and hang out together. And I would say that besides obviously everything I experienced myself from being here, what has really inspired me during the last year has been connecting with so many cool people. And I received so many nice messages. I have such great conversations with so many of you about what we're doing, and it's really mind-blowing for me. As John Lennon used to say, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I can testify of that. So many cool people has reached out to me, and it's really moving. So yeah, we're gonna be here pretty soon, doing bonfires and under the beautiful starry nights, sharing experiences, unloading a little bit of all the weight that we carry from the world, and just reconnecting with an energy that is within us, but that is very strong when you are out here in nature. So, as always, I'm talking too much. That is pretty much what this is all about. And I'm looking forward to meet each one of you in person. We're going to have a great time here. See you soon, folks.